Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Puck, which is a vibes-based podcast where we yap about all things hockey. Today is February 20th, 2026. I'm your host, Saint, and this is my partner in crime, Champ. Champ, how you doing?
We're back in the building again, kids.
Oh, are you sick, bud?
Yep.
Oh.
Again.
Well, as always, we have a lot to discuss this episode, so let's jump right into it, Champ. We gotta talk about it.
I have never felt more Canadian in my life. And I'm not even Canadian.
I'm honorary Canadian,
yep.
or like Canadian adjacent.
Yep.
And like, yeah. I was devastated with Canada losing in women's hockey, especially the way that they lost. Yes. It was just so upsetting.
Yeah. But hey, guys, Team Canada and Team USA are going at it again in the finals for the Olympics. And once again, we're back at the fucking building. It feels just like Four Nations did last year. Worse, because there's even more complications, like expectations.
Yeah, like this is like Four Nations, I'm sure meant a lot to like everyone, but like it's not the Olympics.
It's not the Olympics.
Like, this is the Olympics.
And honestly, we've talked a little bit about it, but I felt it today, which we're recording this on Friday. I felt it today where I was like, thank God the Stanley Cup finals are best of 7. Because I don't think I could handle it if it was just like one game. It
felt like my heart had turned to lead in my chest. It was causing me physical pain when we were losing in this Finland versus Canada game. Like I was like, don't let anyone ever tell you that magic isn't real.
Right.
When it comes to sports. Because I'm watching the game because I forgot it was on and I was busy. And so like I'm like, great. I forgot the game was on. I'll turn it on. And it's 1-2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, fuck. And I was like not freaking out too much about it until you were freaking. And then I saw the clock and I was like, is it really like?
Yeah, we're halfway through.
We're halfway through. And then it kept taking down. And then it was the third period. And it was like nobody was shooting.
Yeah.
The passes were like, no, Connor's waiting for a pass and there's nobody there. And it was like, okay. And then 9 minutes and like 50 seconds are left in the third. And I'm like, I'm turning the game off. I cannot witness Canada being kicked, like losing, because the one game that Sid doesn't play in. Like, I can't. I'm like, I am not in the emotional state to handle this.
We've watched two Stanley Cup losses, and even this was like, we can't watch it.
I can't. I was like, especially Sid. Because Kelly had just gotten me my beautiful Sid stickers. And
we also usually watch all of our playoff games together, and this was the one because it's during the day, so I was at work.
Yeah.
So we couldn't be each other's emotional support to sit in silence and watch the game.
Yeah, no, it was just like, and I turned the game off.
You couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. I was like, I turned the game off. And then you and Blake scream in the chat. They scored. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I didn't turn the game on. And we won. I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not turning the game on. I will not turn it back on. You're welcome, Canada. This was my turn. Because there was that other person on Twitter who was like, I turned the game off and they started winning. And everybody was like, for legal reasons, you cannot watch this game. It's always somebody.
I love how superstitious Canada is. Like, I love how superstitious it is. It absolutely is. But it was
it's 100% real.
For legal reasons, you have to keep your laptop off. And this person was like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not touching it. And then they won. But yeah, it was a good game. Like, don't get me wrong. Finland played their asses off. It was so, like, fun to watch. I do think that it's been interesting, like, watching them on the ice in Milan, because you can tell that the ice is A, maybe not NHL grade, and B, it is so weird. It's not that much smaller, but it feels so much smaller just from watching them, like, skate. Like, and we joked when it came out that Connor McDavid was going to zoom across the rink in 0.5 picoseconds because he's that fast and it's not that big. But it's not that much of a joke, and it's not just Connor. Like, Macklin Celebrini was throwing himself across the ice.
The Mach 3 line, like that they're or 3 Mach whatever, like that they're just going at Mach 10. You're so fucking quick. Like, and they don't have a D-man who can, like, there's not a D pairing that can keep up with them. Which is, you can absolutely see is hindering them pretty significantly. And
that was one of the reasons that we were kind of upset that they didn't change up the pairings from Four Nations, because, you know, it's unfortunate that they thought, oh, well, this works, we don't need to upgrade. But you kind of needed some youth. Like, bringing Macklin Celebrini on, he deserved it, but it was also a great decision because that did inject youth. Seth Jarvis, he's super young. He wasn't supposed to be here, but he is now. He's very, like, that youth is adding. You can kind of tell that they don't know what to do with Nate Mac. Like, he has to be on the first line, or he can't center a line. They don't know who to put his wingers on. And I saw somebody say, for especially this game versus Finland, it's like Canada is a bunch of coworkers, cough, cough, the Oilers, and Finland are a bunch of people who've been playing together for their entire careers, because most of the Finnish players have, right? Like, that's kind of the whole thing, is they go to
listening
same...
and it's like Mikko Rantanen and Rupe Hintz, like, they're on the Stars together, and like
Finnish Mafia.
And like a lot of these guys, it's a smaller group of players in the countries like Sweden and Finland and like Slovakia, and like, you know what I mean, like they're just a much smaller group. Don't get me wrong, hockey is a small sport in general, but like specifically that level of play, everybody knows everybody very well, whereas I feel like in America and Canada there is a little bit more region lock to it, of like, oh, the Nova Scotia Mafia versus like people who are on the, there's a very least an East and West Coast divide a little bit, just because of the nature of
and the sheer
thousands
size
of miles. Yeah, like you just aren't going to run into each other outside of like
tournaments,
traveling. Like tournaments. Whereas those guys, it's like, oh no, like there's really only so many players at that elite level. They're once they reached a certain age, they just probably play together all the time. And then like you said, the teams, the ones who, the Finnish Mafia, like they all play on the Stars, or like, you know,
or the Panthers. Like, it's quite literally the majority of Finnish players play for two teams.
Yeah, it's the Stars and the Panthers, which is crazy.
And then I did think that it was funny because all of the Panthers players that are on Team Canada have kind of been invisible. And I thought that the entirety of Twitter was going to come through the screen and kill Sam Bennett when he got the goalie interference charge. Did you see this? He fucking launched himself at Saros. And like, Saros goes, yeah, I mean, he does that in the normal league. Like, this is no different. But this is the difference. I did see that
Saros responded, but I didn't see that he had like done it. Like, I didn't see. It was
classic Sam Bennett. Classic Sam Bennett. Like, he throws himself at Saros, and Saros is like, "What do you expect?" And I will say, Saros was on fucking lock today. Like, he was on lock.
He was pissing me the fuck off. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, "Fuck you, stop it." But like, honestly, and I guess it was one of those where we had to eat crow because Sam Bennett then eventually showed the fuck up, because I was bitching about Reinhardt, how Reinhardt was invisible during Four Nations, and then he finally decided to show up a little bit in the Olympics. But like, the fact of the matter is that they keep having these teams that are built around NHL grit.
Yes.
This is not the NHL playoffs.
No,
like,
it's the Olympics.
It's just
You've got
not.
the best players
the
in the league, but they're usually the best players on their team. They don't mesh necessarily with the best of the best.
Like, Canada didn't even bring its best players. The US definitely didn't bring its best players. But like, it's just crazy that like, what will it take for them to realize you need to bring high skill, high speed?
Yes.
Grit is not going to win because it's not a best of 7.
Right.
You don't get
it's not long term
chances.
You do, yeah.
It's, you know, this is it. And I think that kept happening in like the youth tournaments where it's just like Canadians sort of expecting to win, as opposed to like, you know, actually
fighting for it,
trying to win. Yeah, and it's like, no, dude, listen, you're gonna get an upset because this is not about grit hockey. This is about.
I will say that's kind of what I've really appreciated Macklin Celebrini bringing, is he's quite literally throwing himself onto the net or onto the puck every chance he gets. That's a kid who wants the goals, and he's proven it. Like, he's got 6 goals in the Olympics. He's 19. Like, that kid is on fire. I'm so proud of him.
Like, I will say, is it too early to call him a generational talent? Maybe, but I mean, like, he has all the makings of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, at this age, like, when you look at Sid, who did get kneecapped a little bit by his line mates in his first 2 Olympics, but like, holy shit. Like,
I think I do think that he is more of a generational talent than somebody like Zegras or Connor Bedard. I like Connor Bedard a lot, but I think Connor Bedard is like Austin Matthews. He's good.
Yeah, he's amazing, but he's not like, I don't think he is generational.
Yeah. I do want to point out that Connor broke the record for most points in a single Olympics Shout out to him. Crazy. He has 12 points now, and we still have one more game. I'm hoping that this doesn't jinx it because I want him to keep going. And that is my captain. So you can all fuck off. I love watching people be like, God, Connor McDavid's so good. Because you know that the minute that the Olympics are over, they're going to be like, Connor McDavid fucking sucks. He's going to the Leafs.
Like, it's just so funny, the whiplash. And, like, people being, like, who hate so many American players and then having to be like, dun, 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 dun. Like, I'm rooting for the Americans. And I'm like, why? Like, don't get me wrong. I get it. Like, you want your team to win. Like, your countries to win at the Olympics. But I think being involved in the sport so heavily, it's like, no, I want my favorites to win. Like, I was so upset that Sweden lost because I looked
Germany,
at UK and
Dry.
I was like, bro. Yeah, Dry. And, like, we knew Dry was, like, we knew that, like, he's just a different caliber and, like, the German league isn't as good.
Correct.
Which I'm hoping that, like, his popularity will increase it. But, like, it's just, I'm actually always surprised that, like, Norway doesn't have more, like,
they do a lot more ice, like luge and stuff like that.
Yeah, but, like, their culture is, like, they just let kids go nuts on skis. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, yep, all these are free. Just come and ski. Because that's how you get people who are interested, right? You let them try it. They fall in love with it. And then you can pipeline them.
Mm-hmm.
And hockey has such a high entry barrier, you'd think. But, like, I don't know. It's just...
They're like, we are not going to beat Sweden and Finland. Let's focus on another sport.
Let's just be
one that has, you know, they've got skiing. The fjords up there. They're like, we've got mountains. We can do skiing. Like, I'm pushing that. I will say, did you see that the brothers got in trouble today?
I saw that they, like, were walking down the tunnel. Did they get kicked out or
for fighting? Do you know how fucking hilarious it would be if in the game, the final, they were suspended because they got in trouble for fighting? It was a 6-2 win. Why did you need to fight?
I'm confused. Did they throw hands? Did they start it? Because that's the thing is, like the what the fuck? So the one with Tom Wilson, right?
He got hunted down. Yeah.
But, like, he wasn't kicked out of the tournament or, like,
because he suspended. Was protecting himself.
Yeah, because he didn't get the instigation charge. So I'm curious, did they get the instigation charge or not? Like,
Eric Cernak and Brady Tkachuk were thrown from the game after fighting. There's been such shenanigans between the two all game, and Brady Tkachuk did score, so he got a game back. So maybe it's just Brady that gets kicked out. I don't know.
Do you think they do it, or do you think, because, okay, we know that the Olympics are not rigged per se, but there's definitely a lot of questionable shit, aka Canada and curling,
aka France and ice dancing. I don't want to hear
it. Like,
I just think it'd be funny. I don't think it'll happen.
That's my thing, is, like, I'm like, I don't think they would. Yeah,
it's too late. Oh, because I see what happened. So Eric Cernak started going after Matthew Tkachuk and got ejected, and then Brady started going out. So both of them got kicked. That's fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So even people are like, even those rooting for USA were cheering for Cernak. And I'm like, yeah. But you know, it'll be an interesting game on Sunday. We have to wake up at 8 a.m. to watch this game. And we will have comments, which are going to go in here. So anyway, Saint, we just got done watching the game.
Well, one of us watched the game. The other one did not watch, because every time I turned the game off, Canada got a power play or a goal. So I didn't even witness it because I thought that I would be able to stop this.
Right.
But it is good that I didn't, because if I had watched it and had to witness them win after turning the game off and Canada kept winning, I think I would have, like, blown into the sun.
We are, I can't even watch the medal ceremony. I can't. I'll be sick. We are quite literally 5 minutes after the game is over now. You know,
we sat in, I'm not kidding you, dead silence for about 40 seconds. You went. They just won.
Jack Hughes just won the game.
Just won the game. Dead silent, because you went dead silent for a second as you processed it.
Yep.
And then you told me Jack Hughes just won the game. And then we just sat there in a Discord call in dead silence for 40 seconds. We could not, didn't know what the fuck to say.
I just want to win one game, man.
what like winning.
This
Four
is
Nations
the
was
third
nice.
time we have sat through a final game and lost. Are we the problem?
Like, no, because we watched on Four Nations and they won.
Yeah.
And this also just sucks so hard. Sid.
This is Sid.
First he lost, and the first time he's ever lost in an international competition was like through the last like Worlds when him and Fleury played together last time. And then now, because a lot of our good players were the playoffs, and then now this is because the hockey gods love us bitching about these other
Nate
players.
McKinnon
and Bennett. Honest to God.
So we made a promise to the hockey gods in the middle of the game, that we would not say anything bad against the first or any player that scored for Team Canada on Team USA. So for now on, we cannot say anything bad for 4 years about, or I guess now here's the question, Saint. Is it because they lost that we don't have to have that?
Yeah, but I didn't care. I was committed. Yeah. I would have shut the fuck up. And it wasn't the whole team. It was just whoever scored the goal. Yeah. One person. Like, I can sacrifice that. That was the whole point, is you're making a sacrifice to the hockey gods.
Yep.
Like,
and it was Nate Mack, or no, it was Cale Makar.
It's one of those where neither team brought their best players.
Yeah.
And I understand why Team Canada did not bring certain players, and it makes me very, very, very angry that USA won, because I don't think they deserve to.
Right.
But I'm hoping this is a fucking wake-up call to Team Canada. Like, what? Stop. Why was Bush not here?
Yeah.
Why the fuck? And I don't necessarily think you bring Bedard.
No, I don't think so.
But, like, what? You should have maybe brought somebody who could, like, a D-man who can move. Honestly, I know why they didn't bring Schaefer, but this mentality of, like, veterans first is why we lost.
Why is it always?
I just can't fucking stand the like absolutely the Canada dominated the whole, not the first period, but the second and third, absolute domination. No call on 7 players on the ice, which is a funny bit, except for the fact that this time and then Sam fucking Bennett with his double minor,
my God.
Like, that's 4 minutes that they could have had. And not to say that our power play was good, but like, Jesus Christ.
I'm sick to my stomach.
And the US got away with just like so much shit. Apparently one of the Kachucks just straight up punched Cale Makar with no penalty whatsoever.
Yep, he did. I just want to win. I know what Connor feel like. Oh.
It is infuriating too that it was not 5-on-5. Like, I'm not delegitimizing USA's win, despite I do not think they deserved to win. They
deserve it.
But like, first of all, we got goalied. And but
this is gonna make you cry. Look at this picture.
We got refed and goalied.
Look at
like,
this picture.
Absolutely.
This is disgusting. He had the puck on the stick there.
Yes. Like, what? How do we not do that? Like, how?
Or this one from Taze.
Do you think Four Nations was better?
I don't feel like I was as stressed for Four Nations, and I think that probably helped.
I was because of the political climate at the time.
Yes, and I don't think the political climate is the same. I think it sucks right now, right? But it isn't as intense.
That was like literally changed the fate of Canadian politics.
Yes.
When like,
yep, mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a fan of the 3-on-3. I don't know why they did it that way. I think both teams,
and also
reffing sucked so on both sides. Don't get me wrong, but like, all fucking abysmal on both sides.
I also think this would have been a different game with Sid, not necessarily on the ice, okay,
but I think not being there, psychologically,
Ugh. And then just the fact that, because the Panthers have won 2 cups, they had 2 players that did not deserve to be there because they were invisible. Yeah. Bradley was hurt. Brad Marchand was hurt. You can tell he's not skating he did not have a good game.
But like, also, all of these Panthers players that were on there, that like, this happened with Reinhart too, fucking invisible.
Yep.
And honestly, I feel like they should have taken Four Nations into account, not in terms of like, oh, Canada won, but like, there were some performances in Four Nations that I was like, if you're treating
Drew
this like a
Doughty.
best, like if you're treating this as a best on best, like as a precursor to the Olympics, there were players there that should not have been pulled to the Olympics. Like Sam Bennett, I was okay with
I
at
wasn't.
the time.
I would have
Because
much rather had.
he has done a couple things in the Olympics that saved him. Like he has scored.
Sam
But
Bennett
Reinhardt
scored?
didn't Sam Bennett score in the
I
Czech
don't
game?
think so.
Maybe it was Reinhardt. Maybe it was because I was shit talking somebody.
Shea Theodore scored in the Czech game. Maybe not. I don't know. We didn't
remember.
get to watch every single game, which is disgusting and unfortunate.
Yeah, it was just bad timing because of work and everything like that. But yeah, no, it was not.
Oh my god, I forgot that the fucking next game is the Ducks for Connor and Dry.
He should just get booed the whole time.
Oh
Just
my
like
God.
because it's like just boo him for.
Oh, brother. I don't even know what to say. This is going to be such a funny intercut. I knew it was going to be hilarious no matter what. But just this funny intercut for us going right back to, hey, happy! It's fine. It's fine. Well, I can't even say congratulations because I don't feel like congratulations are in order for the Americans. But
it's funny because during the Summer Olympics, I am like, oh
rah
my
rah American. Yeah.
I'm
kidding. He won't.
But during Summer Olympics, rah 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 Freebird.
Yep. Winter
Olympics, Canada all day.
It's really just hockey.
It's really
because I cheered super loud with the women's ice skating team.
I wanted Canada to win on that one, but I was for the women's hockey, but I was not like
but for like ice figure skating.
The figure skating. I'm like, oh hell yeah, it really.
It's really just hockey. It's really just hockey. Wow. All right, let's go back to the regularly scheduled programming. All right, thanks, Champ and Saint. Yeah, that was a fun time.
I'm so scared. I don't need
this is either going to age really poorly or it's going to be fantastic.
I'm not strong enough for whatever.
Whatever
happens.
We're back to the building again. Why have we gone to this? We've gone to 3 major games in our entire hockey career, like as watchers. I need to stop. 4, because 4 nations. I just need to stop. Hey Saint, what happened with Sid?
I'm gonna murder people is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Fucking Gudis.
And Natchez.
Choke and die. I've hated you forever.
Yep.
And you're a dog shit player. You suck. How fucking dare you?
Yeah. That is Canada's prince.
one of the fucking Mount Rushmores of hockey, and you hurt him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go choke on a dick.
Yeah.
Preferably your own. I'm just so angry. Like it's his last fucking Olympics. Probably he could play in the next Olympics.
Yeah.
Let's be real. He could. He legitimately could if he wants to. If he's able, like if he's still healthy and all of that. Like he absolutely could. But for now,
it was a very weird hit. Like he got crunched.
It was just he got crunched. But like I didn't like
his
the
knee
play.
Bent. And it shouldn't have been like that.
It's just.
I was watching the game again on my phone at work, and I saw that happen, and I went, uh-oh, and it felt like breaking the news to you that somebody had died.
You were like, Sid's hurt, and I was like, shut the fuck up.
Because he gets rattled in games. It's not...
and so this has happened before where everybody's like, Sid's hurt. And we were like, walk it off, baby. And like he would come back and be like, okay, he just wouldn't take it. He just wouldn't take like he's not a player who plays even when he's hurt to the detriment of the team.
Right.
If he doesn't think he can push through it, he will not go on the ice or he'll take reduced minutes or whatever. Because he is such a team first dude. And so like I see why he didn't come back. Like apparently he's not like, though I don't trust anything right now. Because they're like, yeah,
he did seem to have avoided the worst of it.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Yeah. I mean, they were talking about the only thing that he probably would have needed in today's game would have been a brace. So that does sound like he probably maybe bruised his knee because it was definitely his knee. They were worried ACL or MCL and he had to get an MRI, but I don't, there's usually with stuff like this, there's more whispers and it seems like they're like, yeah, he's hurt, but he's not out. But as a Pens fan, do you sit him and let him rest, or do you try and play him in the gold medal game and then hope he doesn't get hurt more?
As respect to him,
Play. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like, as a Pens fan, I think real Pens fans, for like Sid, Gino, and Tanger, especially Sid, but Sid most of all, whatever the fuck he wants. If he wants to play in the gold medal game and get hurt because he doesn't think we have a true shot at the cup, fine. Like, fine. Like, whatever, he's earned the right to do that.
Yeah.
He just has. Let him do what he wants to do. As much as it would suck to either miss playoffs or get a first round exit because he isn't healthy.
Right.
As long as he's not, I just don't want it to be a scenario where he plays and then he's out for like 9 months. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that is the case, but yeah. Like,
selfishly, I disagree with you because we see him in like 11 days.
Okay. That part is really like, I will lose my shit if I don't get to see. Luckily, we did get to see him in September in the Flower game,
which is great.
But like, I don't want him to. This is under the assumption that like he won't be out for the season. It's just like, okay, he's gonna be here for a little while, but like a little while. Like, give him a week off. Like, be healthy for me.
Just sit on the bench, and really, apparently he was in the locker room and being like, "Yeah, you got this, guys." He's still the captain, and I love that Connor was like, "I'm not wearing the C because I want to. It's still Sid's C. I'm just keeping it warm for him." I love my captain, guys. And also, I did find it absolutely hilarious that everyone was like, Connor got the C for a single game, and all of a sudden we started playing like the Oilers, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I literally was watching an Oilers game. What is it, like, need a third C because Sid's out, need a puck mover defenseman, Boosh, needed depth scoring. None of the lower lines have been showing up at all. And the top line, Nate Mack played like 2:30 in the last 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, like that, the desperation on that last shot. Like, because I saw a couple clips. I did not watch, but I like saw clips that were posted before NBC took it down.
Right.
But yeah, like
this is just Oilers light. And that just strikes me, like, what does it say about, this is for me, but what does it say about Chris Knobloch? that even John Cooper, coach of the Lightning and 2-time Stanley Cup champion, is like, yeah, dude, I don't know. Just load up the top line. We're gonna have to figure it out. Like, what does that say for Chris? I find that very funny. Now, you did watch the Czech game, correct? Which was the Wednesday game.
I watched some of it because, for those of you who don't know, I've just been rhinestoning and sewing for the past and doing work, and like, my life has been very, very, very
tiny bead on tiny place.
Yeah, my attention span, like, I had to stop because my eyes were blurring at some point. But like like I've had them on, but was I watching? No. But like, I had them on. I did see that there was 7 guys on the ice at one point, and of that, for the 6 guys on the ice for Too Many Men, was 15 seconds.
A while.
Like, not just like, oh, a quick, all right, I can guess the ice. But here's the real thing, right? Because we just witnessed it in who did they just play today? Slovakia?
Yeah.
USA.
Jerseys.
Their jerseys look the same but reversed.
Yep.
Of course, and I'm not defending the referees because that was pretty fucking egregious for the Czechia game with Canada. But like, because it wasn't the first time it happened multiple times. But like, we have to like make the jerseys identifiable. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, at this point,
Sweden was the only one. Sweden and Germany, because they had yellow.
The alternates need to be just make them all white.
Yeah.
Make them white, ghost white. I don't give a shit. Or something. But like, they can't. Or why are they home and away? Like, are they all? Is there 2 kinds of jerseys for like?
Yeah,
if you
there
have
are. There's 3.
Just make it mandated that they have to be like, make them submit 3 designs. Yeah. And then it's like, all right, like, okay, everybody has red, white, and blue or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't Canada wear the black jerseys?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, they had the black alternates.
I do think it was very, very funny that every single time that I went on Twitter, they added another player on the ice.
Yeah.
And there were so many memes where it was just all of a sudden it was like
There's 27 of them.
and I was like, yeah, that tracks. I also thought it was very funny that the head coach of the team came out and was like, man, the refs worry me. Like, we were basically playing against 6 players when they were the ones who actually had the too many men call. Like,
yeah, like, bro, what the fuck? Like, are you really not gonna, like, they're like, oh shit, now well, because there was different colors this time. Like, that's what's crazy, is like, oh my god.
It was annoying as fuck because I had to listen to it while driving to a game or to an event. And we've talked about, the funny part was when I was a kid, I thought it was stupid listening to sports on the radio because, you know, you can't see it. What's the point? And now as an adult, I'm like, I have to listen to the game. I can't not listen to the game. What if we get ejected? Like I have to listen to the game. So I was driving and the announcers were terrible. Worse than national on like Sportsnet or ESPN. And I think they're not that far off. But it was just, I'm so spoiled by our announcers, both of our team's announcers, because they do give genuine play-by-plays. I need you to understand that in the overtime, I heard, and Nathan McKinnon comes off the bench, and they score. And I went, who? Who scored? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
And
you need to use nouns. You've got to explain communication.
And
like,
then it
honestly,
went dead silent, other than the cheering, for 10 seconds. So I'm driving. I'm not watching the game. I'm driving, and I'm like, who scored? Did we just get kicked out of the tournament? What just fucking happened? And as the dread was settling, like, I was coming to terms with Canada being out. They went, Mitch Marner! And I went, no fucking way! Because it just didn't make sense that Nate McKinnon comes off and they score. I'm like, what do you mean? So,
like, and what?
It was I'm just so spoiled by our announcers. These people, I don't know who they are. I do not care. I want Jack and Louie back.
I want Josh back. He's honestly such an underrated announcer.
He is. I love Josh.
I love Josh Gets Up. He's so good at don't get me wrong, they have a couple sometimes when the Pens play really atrociously, they will go dead fucking silent for like 15 seconds where they're just like, nothing, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
And then he'll like reluctantly be like, but like he is very good at like, who has the puck, what are they doing,
right?
And they go on their tangents and all of that, but like in the high intensity moments, they usually will talk about it, unless there's like, always drives me nuts, they'll do an interview with Kyle DeBoss or something like that, and I'll be like, can you tell me what's happening in the fucking game, because I had to look away for 2 seconds, what's going on, and Josh will have to be like, I'm sorry about that, but we need to talk about what's going on.
My other one is I think it's also really funny when because Jack and Louie do the same thing, our announcers for the Oilers, we call it them on a podcast because they just start talking about shit and you're like, what? Where Jack was one time, it was an atrocious game. It wasn't the Colorado game, but it was bad. Where Jack was like, yeah, my wife and I went down to the lake the other day, and I'm like, Jack, please.
It's not a podcast. They're just us talking on a
yeah,
podcast.
Exactly. That would be us if we were announcers.
My PhD.
Man, what is that mascot doing down there? Oh shit, the game.
Oh fuck! Someone scored, guys. Couldn't tell you. I think it was that. Yep, there you go.
Yep. But I also saw a bunch of jokes where it was talking about Mitch Marner because he looks like he deserves a maple leaf on his chest all the time. Feels like it would fit him pretty well. Don't you agree?
But only in red.
It's
like when Marshy was traded to the Panthers, and I was like, he doesn't look good in red, and then he was in Four Nations.
Yeah, he looked great.
I was like, he looked great in that shade of red, and then he got traded to the Panthers, and I was like, he doesn't look good on that shade of red. And he doesn't. Like, it's a different one.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I think it's very funny. I did see a ton of memes about Mitch Marner scoring in clutch moments, and we've talked about hockey moments and then hockey moments preceded by unfortunate events.
Yeah.
Where it was the SpongeBob, how many times do I have to teach you this, old man? And it was because somebody was commenting on Mitch Marner never scores during clutch moments. And that's like the 4th time, because he did it in Four Nations too. I just find it so funny that even Leafs fans now are like, Mitch Marner. And last, for the men's league, we've talked about the guy who fought with Tom Wilson a little bit on the French team, which was Pierre Crinon. Crinon. And he was suspended for fighting Tom Wilson from the entire French league. Like, they are not letting him participate ever.
Shit.
I'm fairly certain. Is that what I said? Yeah. So he is.
Imagine going like from being in the Olympics to you don't get to play for professional hockey anymore.
He was suspended Monday by the French Ice Hockey Federation. The IIHF was not punishing either player beyond the initial ejection. He did like throw hands at Nate Mack, so I thought you would appreciate that.
Yep, thank you.
However, he also faced and the entire French team was pissed about this because they're like, well, what the fuck? Like, why are you getting rid of him after the game? However, there was already some controversy around him as a player specifically because back in November he punched a goalie. And now he
just cold cocked him?
Oh, yeah. And now he faces actual charges for that. So, like, man's not been having a good week. Like, can you imagine? You show up on Sunday night, you're an Olympian, and there's a chance that you go all the way. And then by Monday,
France won't, but, like, he was at least maybe gonna get a goal.
Yeah. So by Monday, he's suspended, and now by Friday, he faces charges. Like, ooh, bad week for him.
Yeah, like, holy shit. Talk about, like, going from, like,
the top of the
top to the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, dude. That's literally like if an NHL player went to the Olympics. Well, it's literally like if Sam Bennett went and ran the goalie and then was finally put on assault charges and kicked out of the NHL.
Wow.
That's actually, like, a huge issue for me is just, like, again, grit isn't winning, but also I understand I don't like the mentality of it's their time. I've never agreed with that mentality. I don't mind rewarding people who have, like, oh man, it sucks the NHL didn't participate for two Olympics. And so, like, yeah, maybe it brings up. Do you want to win or not? Like, are you here to win or are you
looking at you, Team USA with Jason Robertson?
Yeah, like,
not that they're having any trouble scoring, but they kind of already had a really easy path to get here.
There was, like, some issues, but, like, it's not, like...
It obviously hasn't hindered their performance. Yet. Keyword, yet. And again, cut back to us either losing it or cheering on Canada in about 5 minutes. Save him, help him, help him, help him, help him! Jack Hughes just won the game.
Are you kidding me?
Speaking of incredible final games, Team USA won for women's hockey.
Mm-hmm. Again, we discussed it briefly. Crazy. I was devastated. You could feel the gut punch of, like, what ifs.
Yep.
But, like,
they
what
also
a fucking goal.
What
a goal, though.
Yeah, it was Hillary Knight. She did a fantastic job. And we had talked
But why wasn't their goalie named MVP? Their goalie had, like, 5 fucking shutouts or whatever.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it
Erin Frankel?
Isn't she on the Boston Fleet?
She is, yeah. And she had 99. She faced 99 shots the entire tourney and only let 2 in.
Like, that's fucking insane. Absolutely crazy. Like,
insane.
Like,
and
what?
Like, yeah, exactly. Also, did you know that coaches don't get gold medals?
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Is that by the way, speaking of coaches.
Oh no.
I've changed my mind.
Okay.
Remember how last week we were talking about it and we were like, I was like, I don't know how I feel about coaches being able to coach multiple teams, like, not being from the country. And you're like, oh, well, because in, like, really niche sports or something like that, they only have so many coaches. Right. You know, it's not like, you know, hockey or football or basketball where there's a million people. There's only so many that are in these niche sports and techniques. And I was like, okay, you know, fine. There is a guy who is coach for 13 Olympic teams. Hold on.
What?
For 13. French figure skating coach. Fuck you, ad blog. Oh my god. It won't give me, hold on. I was trying to find, like, the exact detail here, but they do this stupid, like, okay, Frenchman Benoit Richaud, 38, is one of the top trainers in figure skating. He has gone viral after being made to change his jacket every few minutes. He said apparently it's like he has to bring multiple suitcases because he has to bring the jackets for all of the teams.
What?
So he's responsible for athletes from Team USA, Canada, Mexico, Japan, South Korea, China, Switzerland, Italy, Bulgaria, and Estonia.
And he's figure skating?
Yes, and also nations like Germany and Georgia and France. So he's got 13 teams from 13. He had got to go through 13 different jackets during the tournament, with some wardrobe changes happening one after the other.
That's hysterical.
That's so fucking funny, and I have permanently changed my mind. I think that coaches should be able to coach as many people and as many teams as they want.
Well, so as somebody who was really into ice dancing in the 2018 Olympics, right? That was the Tessa and Scott year. The one in 2014, there was some controversy because Tessa and Scott, their coach, did the same thing. She coached the American team who won gold, and Tessa and Scott won silver. And there was obvious that she was trying to not rig it, but like she was more supportive of her American team because they were the next like it crowd, and like not supporting Tessa and Scott as much. Can you imagine being like, oh, I have a favorite amongst 13 teams that I want to win? like
he's gotta be like, I want to like obviously want France to win because he's a Frenchman or something like that. But then you got to go for the personal side of it, right? Because figure skaters, it's like there's only one of, like, you know what I mean? You're coaching one skater or whatever.
That's crazy. That's actually like, hysterical.
So, but then do you think his allegiance changes based on how much he likes the skater?
That's like, what I was thinking. Like, I was like, what if you hate a skater?
What if you're like, man, like, she's so fucking annoying, but she's so good. She can probably get a gold, but I really hope she doesn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God.
Because coaches are people too. Like, I know that's their job, it's different, but also 13. Like, you're gonna have a favorite. That's hysterical. But yeah, I saw that the coaches did not get gold medals like the players did, and I was like, that's kind of scummy because you're part of the team too.
Yeah, I guess I understand. Or like
for figure skaters, I get it, but like hockey.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those where it's like, where do you draw the line? But like, so for the Stanley Cup, right? Like everybody gets a ring. Like when we went to the team store in Florida, there are people there who have a ring, and like my cousin's adopted child has has a ring because he's worked at the arena and like for the Panthers for so long. Like not new, if you hopped on it, it was only like a year. I think it was anybody who'd been there for after 2 years or something like that got a ring. So it's like, I guess you should allow, like, you should commission as like Team Canada, because everybody has organizations backing them. Right. Or, well, not everybody. Canada and the United States, it's mostly private. But like Hockey Canada, if not hockey, the Team USA for like the women's hockey, who won, they should get like rings commemorating it or something like that. But I understand that like if you're not on the ice performing, you don't get a medal. That I'm okay with that. But like there should be some kind of acknowledgement of like they're mandatory to the sport. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like some kind of like, not a silver medal, but like maybe a silver like token,
like a pin. You know how like
like a token. Brooch? Maybe they do have something like that. But like I think that
I just felt like I was like, damn, because they're such an integral part. You really can't be without your coaching staff.
Nothing doesn't have a coach. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that doesn't have somebody. I guess it's more that the onus should be on the Olympics to give them that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, you're making fucking bank. Like, like how much money do you get from advertisers? And if you're not, then we need to talk about your business strategy. Right. But like you can afford, because people will even like, I don't want to say donate their time, but like there should be something that they get. I don't know if they get anything. Maybe there is something that they get as like a little token of admiration or whatever, but like there should be something of like, and your head coaches, you know what I mean? Like have a pre-established determination of like, in hockey, it is the head coach, the defensive coach, the goalie, like there's your 5 coaches. Yeah. No more than that. Whatever. And if you have more coaches, then they just get a ring, but like you should give them something.
Well, speaking of rings,
oh dear,
we would like to congratulate Hillary Knight on her engagement.
The true love story. Like, I'm sorry. The drama for women's hockey in the
I love women's hockey. It was such a good time. But congrats to her and her fiance, who's also an Olympian. Like, that's crazy.
You can tell that there are some people that like love it when their partner is just as crazy as them.
Yep.
And then other people who are like,
you have to stay away
I'm
from this
so
sport.
crazy. I need like my not a trophy wife or a trophy husband or anything, but like I need a normal person.
Yeah.
To put up with my shit. Like, you know how you have like what's it, George Clooney's wife, Anya Selick or whatever. She's like she's like international human rights and stuff like that, and like he's just an actor. Like he's
just an actor. It's George Clooney.
Yeah, but she's more important.
Right, you're right.
Like,
but that's
just one of those funny
very
things.
Funny. All right, Saint, do we have a sponsor today?
Oh my fucking god. No, we don't have a sponsor because I have too many Etsy orders, and I need you all to take a chill pill because I have rhinestones to do.
Do we have a sponsor?
Today's sponsor is St. Astra, Twitch streamer, cosplayer, and artist. You can support her by purchasing her Etsy or subscribing on twitch.tv/St. Astra. Use your free Prime sub and get access to awesome emotes. St. Astra's Etsy also sells a variety of jewelry, decorations, and trinkets. Everything is handmade and crafted with the perfect balance of love and spite. All proceeds go directly to the St. Astra hockey-related DIY fund.
All right, let's turn to our one-timer topic of the week where we take one shot at the biggest story. Saint, this week's topic is trade deadline. We've talked about it before.
We have to.
Hey, we talked about it before, but the roster freeze lifts on Sunday, February 22nd, and the trade deadline is March 6th.
It's 2 weeks because it's 2 weeks until we go to Pittsburgh.
Which is crazy. Now,
where the fuck did February go?
Where did January go? Like, and January was fucking long, don't get me wrong, but
January took 6 years off my life in that it took for 6 decades. February took 6 years off of my life because it was hell.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
also,
the scene
there's
of
no hockey
getting
to
his ass
you.
whipped. Yes, I was like, so I'm trying to like do all of this work. Like I'm so like all of this stuff that requires my focus when I was doing like all these orders and things like that. And I'm like, I don't have hockey to watch. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm watching my documentaries and my Twitch streamers and all of that. But like
Olympic hockey is in the day and then it's over by like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What else are you supposed to do?
And my peak work hours are usually like at night when I would be like, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Like, man.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So trade deadline is quickly approaching and already GMs have been very busy over the break. The first and craziest thing for me was they waived Jeff Skinner from the Shark. And that was a mutual decision. He was not getting the playing time. I hate that for him.
I really like him, I guess, as like a player to a degree.
I just don't know what he could have done differently.
Well, and that's my thing, right? So, like, didn't work out in Edmonton.
It didn't work out in Edmonton.
With the Sharks. And it's upsetting because, like, I like him.
He was doing great in Buffalo.
His skating is really good. I just don't know what it is. Like, I just don't watch him enough to, like, I just don't
analyze.
know. Yeah.
I do think that it has to do with something about coachability. I don't know what that is. I just think that, he can now sign anywhere. But I hate that he has been kind of in this blender for the past couple of years because he was great. I mean, he was a great guy. Also, some big names out there that we've talked about. Evander Kane still on the list. And right now, the 2 top names would be the Avs and the Stars. Hilarious for both, but they would both like need the Canucks to retain salary, and I'm not sure I see that happening. Like, I don't think it's worth it.
The Avs might take him. I don't see the Stars taking him.
Really?
I really like of the 2 teams to take him, this may get Jost immediately, but of the 2 teams, I think the Avs were more likely than the Stars because I don't know. I just feel like
he didn't fit.
The Avs are so crazy.
He also just doesn't fit anywhere.
No, like honestly, like you could take him to the Rags.
Oh my god!
Honestly, like
he would fit there.
Have this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, but there's no. I don't know. It's just.
It's weird. It's very weird. Also on the East Coast, there's been some whispers that the Devils are looking for quite the major shakeup. I don't know what that looks like. I do think that Dougie Hamilton is one of the big names that they've been throwing around. He's older. And some predictions would be like him sending him somewhere like the Hurricanes, which the Hurricanes are always somehow in the mix. I don't know how they are always in the mix, but they are always in the mix. I don't know. I think the Devils do need a shakeup. Like they need something to wake up their core. I don't think the Olympics is going to be enough because I think that something is like rotten there. You know what I mean? Like, plus the injuries that they face. Connor Brown, come home.
Connor Brown, come home.
We've also seen Andrew Mangiapane be discussed countless times. We've had this conversation. He's still a big name out there. Nazem Kadri is the, like, I think he's the biggest piece on the board right now because he wants to remain with the Flames to help them win, but would be willing to move. And then there's the whole fact that the GM is like really holding firm on his price, so I'm not sure that they're going to get what they want for him, or he's not going to get traded because they can't get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's just
he
like,
is the biggest piece out there.
Yeah, it's just one of those where it's like, this is why I couldn't be a GM.
Yeah,
because I would be a good like
scout,
reality checker.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, well, scout maybe, but like, you know how there's like people who used to be for TV shows, you would have a writer's room and there would be somebody there whose job was it to like check you basically and be like, no, that's not realistic, or you can do that, but following the Bible that you wrote, no. It doesn't work like that. Are you going to change that? What's going on? I would be good at that, where I'd be like, hey, you're coming to me with a guy that you want. Here's why this is reasonable, or here's why he's not a good fit, or here's why he is a good fit. Or like, I would just be somebody who, like, I'm the rubber duck.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that? Like, you know, like, explain it to me and I'll bounce off of you really well. But like actually making that call, there's a lot of like, from the out of the blue, you know what I mean? Like just being like, and I want, like, there's players that I would want, but just there's so much to keep track of. That's why they have whole teams of people figuring this out, because it's I give GMs a lot of credit. I think that there's a lot of limits in the NHL just based on the fact that it's such a small sport.
Yeah,
there's only so many of each position that is viable, and then you have to balance future versus present, development versus ready to like turnkey players. Like, there's just so much to consider for it. I do not envy GMs, especially right now when there's so many teams that are like in contention, but not, but who's really a good piece? You don't want to give some like, and also some GMs don't give a fuck who they give their players to. I think there's been some crazy moves where I'm like, why the fuck did you give them to like a divisional rival, like a conference rival?
Looking
that you know
at
you're gonna play up against?
Calgary Flames to fucking Vegas and then retaining salary for fucking Rasmus Anderson.
Which, like, for what? Like, that was the closest to the Marshy deal where it's like he had to have been like, dude, I don't want to go other places or something like that, where he as a player had agency in that, and like that's what tipped it. But yeah, I don't know how this is gonna. I'm really scared for the trade deadline.
There are some other names up here, like Vincent Trocheck. He's on the Rangers. There's talk of him going to the Wild, and there's been talk of that since before the Olympic trade deadline. Bobby McMahon from the Leafs. There's been talk of him going to the Oilers, and so there's people saying, "Oh, well, then trade him with Mangiapane." But I don't think that. I think it might have to be a 3-way trade to get to like trade Mangiapane. We'll see. Jake DeBrusk, I would love to have him in Edmonton. I
want him in Edmonton so fucking bad.
I just want him to see
Edmonton or the Pens, but like I want him somewhere.
I want him on the Oilers so that he can bother his father. And then did you know that Bob is up for open market on July 1st? He's not re-signed yet.
Wait, Bobrovsky?
Yeah.
I thought they had him locked up for a little bit.
I swear, I'm pretty sure he's up for market.
Contract. Let me see. Because I knew he got a high contract on his last deal, but I thought, oh no, you're right, UFA.
Yeah. Oh, it was a 7-year contract in 2019.
Yeah, because I was like, no, because my cousin was talking about, here's the thing. Who has a $10 million cap hit?
Yeah.
Is he worth $10 million right now? Because
this season he's not been.
He's also, I'm sorry, but he's 37 years old. Is he done? Is he retiring?
Oh, like he would probably it would probably have to be a short, shallow
like
contract.
I'm wondering if he goes on I wonder if, so I guess for the Panthers this year, it's kind of a wash. The vibe that I have gotten from the Panthers fans that I've talked to is like, they did their time. They got the back-to-backs. Playoffs are really like, it would be nice if they made the playoffs, but they have such a hurt team that they'd rather their guys rest and come back stronger next year, as opposed to getting hurt in the playoffs and then not being ready for training camp or
and
whatever.
And we've talked about it that they have played the most hockey out of anyone, and I'm not going to discredit them. And they also are not. They don't have their leader.
Yeah, like I also wonder like how Team Finland might have done with Barkey for the Olympics as well. But like, so I'm curious of like,
you're gonna find, I think, in the next year or two that they have one of the oldest teams in the league.
You can tell that they committed to
this core
in the way that it is, and don't get me wrong, he's an excellent GM, and I'm sure that like there will be some stuff that will
come over and screw us.
They'll be able to remove some stuff, but I don't remember if they were all no movement clauses or anything like that. But they did get these guys locked up, but they're older.
Right.
I kind of wonder if some of them are gonna get like retire. Like, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like,
I don't know. It just feels weird.
Bob, I wonder if they do a farewell contract, a 2-year or like a 1-year, like
I can
short.
Same deal.
It's
like
just
interesting
like a
that
10-year.
He's not been signed yet. You know what I mean?
It's so close. Or are they keeping him as a trade piece right now?
Maybe.
If they're not, because if he's, I wonder if it's a case of like, hey, bud, do you want to resign with us? Do you want to? Because I think it's crazy. I imagine he wants to go for one cup. I don't know him well enough, but like I imagine his goal is to try and win a 3rd cup with the Panthers. And if he can't do that this year because they're just not in playoff contention, does he stay and want to be with the Panthers and retire with them? Or does he want to go win a cup somewhere else? Like, I don't know.
I think he's probably one of the biggest UFA UFA class left.
Just for like a 1-year deal. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't looked, I didn't even know he was up, so I haven't done the research into it, but like, I haven't heard like no whispers about it or anything. Like, I feel like that should be a bigger, does he resign with somebody for 1 year? Is he worth resigning for another year? I don't know.
And speaking of extensions, Kyle DeBoss, you promised.
What are we waiting on? Please, give me. Please.
You promised that Gino would have an extension mentioned or not. You would talk about it during the break, the Olympic break. Where is it?
Where is it? It's Friday. It's Friday. Guy. Like,
are you going to announce it on Sunday when his wife wins the Olympics? Cut to the outcome of the game.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck's happening here.
I would just like to win one game.
But I kind of genuinely wonder if he's just waiting for the Olympics.
Because it'll be bigger news.
Yeah. Yeah. Because all the guys are back. Kyle, please. Just sign
1 year.
To one more year. Yeah, literally just let him keep doing 1 more year. Like, because he said he wants to play. He said he only wants, and I'm sorry. Can we be so for fucking real? Who the fuck else is producing? Who are you replacing him with?
Right.
Like, who is your 2C? Avery Hayes, maybe? Like, not at a 2C.
He's also just baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's just, like, this is what I'm saying is, like, I don't.
Because he's not getting traded.
I don't.
He won't get traded.
No, he's basically said, I will, if I either retire as a Pen or that. Like, I'm retiring as a Pen, whether or not he's not going anywhere. He's not going cup chasing. Nobody, he's like, I am staying with the Penguins. So like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. How do you not just sign him for 1 more year? He's producing so well. He's such a mentor. Like, you can tell he's really taking a lot of these players under his wing.
Yeah.
Like, you've gotta, Kyle DeBoss, please. My mental health is so reliant on these stupid Penguins. I need you to sign Gino so bad. Please.
All right, well, let's move into Sportsmanlike Conduct, where we spin the wheel to pick our team of the week, and no matter who it lands on, we have to say something nice and spread a little love on the ice. All right. Last week, the past 2 weeks, they've been people that we have not talked about. So I have no clue what to expect.
We didn't really talk about a lot of teams because it's the break, so it really could be anybody.
It could be
Why should be the Leafs because you like made a dig at Warner.
Maybe. All right, let's see.
I've been in such Olympics mode.
No,
I've
don't
forgotten
you fucking
everything
do
I know
it.
about the.
Oh, thank God!
I almost thought it was going to be the
God.
Blue Jackets. I looked at the Blue Jackets and I was like, "Is it going to be the Blue Jackets?" We don't really talk about them.
Yeah. So this week's Sportsmanlike Conduct is the Columbus Blue Jackets. I have one.
What's yours?
Mine is, I love how much of a messy bitch Elvis Merzlikins is. I'm thinking about with his new coach comment for when Rick Bowness came in and he was like, yep, new coach. And he like looked at the camera and apparently like he was one of the goalies that I really thought, I wanted him to, if they hadn't traded Jari, I would have loved Elvis Merzlikins. He's also been like through so much. You know, he was Johnny's friend and then he had the teammate that was killed in the firework accident. And he's kept going because he is such a like dedicated player. And I think that's really commendable.
Yeah. I think we said this last season, but like their responses to the tragedies that have unfortunately befallen them with like Johnny.
Yeah.
Like they did a really good job. I would also like to personally thank the Blue Jackets for Chinikov.
Oh.
Thanks for taking Dan Heinen and Dan Heinen and then giving us Chinikov because he's been fabulous. Love
I would
him.
also really like to say, hey, you guys have a really funny tradition of like the fucking cannon. I think that's hysterical.
I hate it so much, but I appreciate it.
Yeah,
it's like the Canes where like I appreciate the little like
hurricane in the middle.
Hurricane. Yeah, the hurracane in the middle. I think that's so funny. I just, don't vibe with their team. The Blue Jackets, it's like that. I hate your cannon, however, I respect it.
Yes. You know how we talk about leaning into the bit? That is leaning into the bit.
Yeah, I really like that they lead into the bit. I think that's fun.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode, folks. We really appreciate listening through all of our rants and ramblings. The Puck Witches podcast is released on Spotify and our YouTube channels, and you can join the Night Witches Discord via the link below to talk about episodes directly, as well as enjoy our other channels. It's full of gaming, hobbies, and good vibes.
Make sure you're following us over on Twitch, and if you want to support us with a Twitch Prime on either or both of our channels, you get access to cute emos and extra channel points. If you enjoy this podcast, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky for updates.
And lastly, don't forget to check out Saints Etsy or subscribe on Twitch. Also consider dropping a like on this episode. We love you all and hope the hockey season is treating you well. Champ and Saint, signing off.
Stay witchy.